Welcome to episode 27 of the World of Screens podcast. On today's show, reviews for Kiss of the Spider Woman, Good Fortune, and Bugonia. Plus, as always, we'll take a look at last weekend at the Aussie box office, where you will hear our brief thoughts on Regretting You, the spoilers #1 movie at the box office. Before we get into all of that, I'm Nick LeBarry, the founder and film editor at World of Screens, joined as always by Peter Gray of the AU Review, the Bellwether Critic, the Bell Curve Critic, the Bellman Critic of Rotten Tomatoes certified fame. Hey, Pete, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's good. That's good to hear. Before we get into all the fun stuff, housekeeping, if you're watching us on YouTube, hello, visually. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that. It helps get us in the algorithm. If you're listening to us, the ASMR version of the show, download us. Download us into your ears and follow us on whatever preferred podcasting platform you're on. While we're also in the mood for subscriptions, worldofscreens.com, head to the emailing list. You will be the first to see giveaways and a weekly recap of all of our articles, and World of Screens on Instagram. All the support is incredibly helpful. The show is growing, the site is growing, the email list is growing, so we thank you all very, very much for it. Another big week at the movies, Pete. We had four, technically, wide releases this week.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about three of them. The first one I haven't seen yet. We were not press screened Kiss of the Spider Woman, but Peter Gray, the J-Lo fan he is,
Yeah.
smell a preview screening for the public a mile away, and he went and saw it last weekend. So
I did.
I'm going to get Pete's thoughts on Kiss of the Spider Woman.
There go the lights. It's in glorious Technicolor.
Wait, you throw us right in. We know nothing about the story or the characters.
Don't you like to dream? At least a little?
When you feel you've gone to hell in a handbasket,
When I first went to prison, I thought my life was over.
and the world in which you dwell's no paradise.
It was just beginning. I can't be here.
Why don't we go to the movies?
Valentine, a political prisoner, shares a cell with Molina, convicted for public indecency. An unlikely bond forms between as Molina recounts a Hollywood musical starring Ingrid Luna. So this is a musical drama film. It's written for the screen, directed by Bill Condon, who is no stranger to movie musicals, has a few under his belt.
Yeah.
It's based on the 1992 stage musical, which is itself based on a novel that came out in 1976, which was also adapted into a film into 1985. So Kiss of the Spider Woman ain't new news. This has been around for a little bit. And the film stars Diego Luna, Tia, and Jennifer Lopez, or J-Lo, or Jenny from the Block.
Or Jen Pez.
Or Jen Pez. Or what's Jen Pez? Tell me Jen Pez.
Jen Pez, so she guest starred on Will and Grace.
Right.
And obviously J-Lo was what she's known as, and they decided to have a joke, and they were like, Jennifer Lopez, or as she's known to her millions of fans, Jen Pez. I was like, you know what? Funny joke. So there you go.
It's a slow day for Nicky Boy today. Jen Pez hit halfway through that explanation. But Kiss of the Spider Woman seemed to have some buzz. Did it play at Sundance?
It played at Sundance in January. Yeah. And the reaction out of Sundance was like, holy shit. Like, it was J-Lo. Incredible musical. Will be an awards player. Jennifer Lopez just gave one of the best performances of her career. Like, watch out for this one. And it has now arrived in cinemas. It opened in the US about 2 weeks ago. Did not have a great opening weekend. Mm-hmm. And sadly, we are in that time where if movies don't open well, they're kind of just
dead on arrival. They're come and go, sorry.
And basically now everyone's like, well, it's a flop, so it won't be in awards contention, which is a whole other conversation in itself, because I do not, prescribe to the idea that a movie needs to be a success to garner awards attention. Because let's face it, technically, One Battle After Another is not a hit.
Yeah, if you're
Technically,
looking at box office and budget,
looking at it budget wise, it will make a loss.
Yeah.
So really, Kiss of the Spider Woman probably has lost less money.
Money then, yeah.
But hey,
But compare,
compare, but no, I was very interested in seeing this film. I'm very happy that despite its lackluster US release, it has still garnered an Australian release. Because sometimes we have seen a movie underperforms in the US, they'll just cut their losses.
And it will end up on Australian digital with no fanfare a month later.
But it is out in cinemas. I can't recommend this movie enough. Like, obviously, it is a very niche film because it's a musical. It's a political drama set in the 80s. It's got a queer love story through it. So it's like, it's not going to be for everyone, and that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah. But the audiences that I think will respond to this will, I think, really, really love it. It's a beautiful story. The romance that sort of gradually develops between Valentine and Melina is really like organic and really beautiful, and is not like, it has a little bit of tragedy to it, but it's kind of bittersweet. But it's just,
there's like hope ingrained into it.
Yeah, like Diego Luna he's very straight, and he is like, he's like, I don't want to. He's like, just don't talk to me. Like, I like my silence. And Tonatua, who plays Melina, is very like, well, I want to tell you about, my favorite movie. And like, if we're going to be in this together, like, I can't sit in silence. So he sort of gradually like breaks his walls down.
Right.
And like over time, Diego Luna will be like, I can't sleep. So you're going to have to tell me the rest of this movie now. Like, it's really quite sweet. And so as Melina is telling the story of his favorite movie, his favorite movie is Kiss of the Spider Woman, which is then reenacted in these like just insanely beautiful Technicolor musical sequences. Like, this takes you back to like Singing in the Rain and like and those movies.
I've seen like the MGM sort of musical.
Yeah, like it's very 1950s musical.
Right.
So he sort of, and then he imagines
colorful sets and luscious production.
Like the colors are just almost like unreal.
Like very vivid,
And so then he imagines himself and Diego Luna in this love story, which involves Jennifer Lopez's character. Because he's like, I wish you could see the leading man the way that I do. And Diego Luna is the leading man. So it's like, it's really sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we can,
so it cuts back and forth between the reality and the musical.
Yeah. So the reality is very sort of muted, dark jail cells. Like it's that sort of, it looks, I mean, it
in Argentina,
it's like Argentina in the 1980s. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And Jennifer Lopez is like, I get that she's a divisive figure. Some people like her, some people don't like her. That's fine. But you can not like her, but I'd be damned if you'd be like, there's no way you can't say that what she does in this film is incredible. Like, for sure. This is a woman, like, what, 56 years old, just out performing everyone. Most of the dance sequences are filmed in like a long wide shot, because the director was just like, I want to show everyone like what you can do. And I don't want there to be any sort of like, oh, well, it's edited. So like, it's not like her dancing is just like impeccable. There's one particular dance scene where you just think your core strength and your legs, like it's just insane.
Inhuman.
It is. Yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. And I hope, like, I would love it if it started to pick up momentum somewhere. Unfortunately, it does kind of seem like they've kind of moved on from it. Like roadside attractions, haven't really given it much of a push. Jennifer Lopez, she was meant to be honored at an awards show, and they they weren't going to screen the film. So she basically said, if you're not going to screen the film, like I'm not going to go up. So she's kind of like, I read a story where she's kind of just gone, I'm not going to celebrate a failure. I'm aware that this movie has failed. I'm going to move on. So it's like she's moving on, but it would be really great if it just started to pick up steam somewhere and we all of a sudden were like Golden Globe nominations, Oscar nominate, like because it deserves it aside from performance wise, like the look of this film, the music, the costumes, like cinematography, like it's a grand, beautiful film. And you know, in the time when we've got Wicked, which nothing against Wicked, but like that copped a lot of criticism for how kind of washed out it looked.
Sure, yeah.
And you've got a film that looks like a proper musical.
Yeah.
And then Amelia Perez was like, aside from Zoe Saldana, and look, Zoe Saldana she was great in Amelia Perez. Like I understand why she won so much.
Sure.
But that film in itself got a lot of nominations.
Yeah,
but like it got a lot of flack, but it got a lot of nominations. And I'm like, how are we not giving
the double standard here?
Yeah, and like, and you just sort of think Amelia Perez like went to Netflix in the US, so it's like, did that really make?
Is that the issue though? Is that like, Roadside Attractions and Netflix are two very different companies with different powers?
And I sort of thought like, oh, Roadside Attraction had The Last Showgirl, and they sort of got Pamela Anderson and some stuff, but then Pamela Anderson was also quite campaigning herself.
True.
So
very much
does Jennifer
J-Lo jumping out?
Yeah, does Jennifer Lopez need like how we got Andrea Riseborough that absolutely random nomination?
That's right. Yeah.
Like, do we need people to just go start screening Kiss of the Spider Woman, get people into it because she's absolutely worthy of a nomination.
Does J-Lo want to go through all this again after?
That's
Hustlers
the thing.
Well?
Like, has Hustlers kind of and she did an interview where she said. She was like, Hustlers, like she put a lot of stock in Hustlers and she admits that.
Yeah.
And also, I think everyone was expecting her to get a nomination. Yeah. And she sort of said that kind of taught her a lot of lessons. And she's like, I would obviously love to be nominated in the future. But she's like, but if it doesn't happen, it's no longer like something to aspire to, so to speak. Right. Like she wants the accolades, but she's like, but you know, the film will speak for itself. So it's kind of one of those things where if she's like washing her hands of it, you go, that's unfortunate because
and that's a big part of the push that could have come. That's gone.
Because I know like the Gotham Awards, I know Tonatia received a nomination for like best, like emerging or breakthrough star or something.
Oh, okay, right.
But I think a lot of people were like, well, it didn't get anything else in the Gothams, and that's kind of almost telling that if it's not getting something at Gotham,
it's not going to get anywhere bigger. Yeah.
So it really sucks. But I don't think box office and awards
should correlate that much.
Yeah, and shouldn't be indicative of a film's quality.
100%.
And this film is just like, it's insanely beautiful, and I really hope that people go out and see it. And I'm almost expecting it when it arrives on VOD to have all of these people go, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Why didn't I see this?
Yeah, you'll see it all pop up on Twitter.
And be like, we told you. So Kiss of the Spider Woman, it's absolutely in my top 10 of the year. Like it's it's phenomenal. Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, if you're a musical fan, I will be checking this out at some point over the weekend. I've got to try and make time to see it. But yeah, big recommend from Pete for Kiss of the Spider Woman.
And not just because of my
unabashed
love for Jennifer Lopez. Like it could be it's just a case of the performance is like it's undeniably good. Even if you're like, I'm kind of so on Jennifer Lopez, you'll be like, well, watch this and kind of go, tell me that's not like a superstar absolutely on screen. So yeah.
There we go. So that's Kiss of the Spider Woman. Strong recommendation. Let's go on to another film that I think we will both recommend for this weekend as well. And that is Aziz Ansari of Parks and Recreation fame. Here's a feature film directorial debut with Good Fortune.
Can you keep a secret? I'm an angel. See the wings? And I switched Arj's life.
You can't sleep here.
with Jeff's life.
Switch back, or this angel man will send you to hell forever. Smite him!
That's actually not my department.
A well-meaning but rather inept angel named Gabriel meddles in the lives of a struggling gig worker and wealthy venture capitalist. So this is a supernatural-esque comedy film written and directed, as mentioned, by Aziz Ansari, who also stars in the film alongside Seth Rogen, Kiki Palmer, Sandra Oh, and Keanu Reeves as Gabriel. You saw this at TIFF. I saw this last night. Pretty big crowd actually. And out for our turnout. I'm assuming yours was sold out most likely.
Yeah, completely packed out cinema. Everyone ready to laugh.
I'm glad you say that because there was a good vibe in the cinema last night. Right from the get-go, right from the opening moments, the crowd were just in and everyone was laughing. There was no one was like laughing out loud uncontrollably, but you could sense that everyone was having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is the strength of this film. It's not the best comedy I've ever seen. It's not even the best work from Aziz Ansari I've ever seen, because I really liked Master of None. I thought Master of None was a really great show.
Yeah.
But goddamn, he weaponizes Keanu Reeves' comedic talent so well in this.
God, like
it feels like a comedy from like the 2010 sort of like, and I think having Seth Rogen in it makes that feeling as well. Like I felt like I was watching this Apatow-esque comedy just like comedians riffing and saying funny shit, and there's silly situations, but it does have this kind of like nice, like cushiony, caramelly center to it as well.
I think that's it. Like, because it's, you know, it's one of those films where it could have really leaned into being kind of like for lack of a better word, it could have been like a nasty comedy.
Totally.
Like, because, you know, you've got Seth Rogen as this kind of detached from reality millionaire.
Tech bro millionaire.
Tech bro. And he could have been like he's not really, like, he's kind of an asshole, but he's not really.
He's what you would expect though, like a wealthy, again, tech bro, but like he is a guy who's just like, I've come from money.
Yeah.
I've had money my whole life. This is my, He
has no concept of what
he's in
people
a different
go
world.
through.
He's in a completely detached world from Aziz's character.
So they could have made him a lot worse.
You could have had almost like a Christmas Carol sort of vibe where it's like he is the Ebenezer Scrooge character.
Yeah.
But he's
he's
like a decent guy.
So I did like that they didn't make him completely unlikable, because for this film to work, you need to like him because of the way that the story is played out.
How the body swap element works.
It's this whole thing of like, you know, like, and because as I was watching it, it kind of was like, oh my God, the message at the moment for like half of that film, the message is shit. Money does actually solve everything.
Well, that's the thing, right? So Gabriel is a guardian angel who comes down to Aziz's character and is pretty much like, I'll give you this opportunity to like live like this, and you'll see, like, he's like I'm going to teach you a lesson.
The grass isn't always greener, so to speak.
And then Aziz's character goes in, he's earning all this money. He's like, life's great. Like, this is the best. Like, this is.
And I love that the whole thing is you give him this week of like, you will live as a billionaire for a week. He will live as you for a week. He won't know that you've swapped, but you will. And you'll see that, like, he doesn't have it easy. And then, you know, when he's like, I told him that money wouldn't solve all his problems. And Sandra Oh, who's like his big boss, and she's like, and what happened? He's like, money solved all his problems. And then how he tells Aziz Ansari's character, he's like, you know, so you have to be the one to change back. And he's just like, okay, so I choose never to go back.
And Seth Rogen's in the room as well, which is even funnier.
So it is important that we like these characters regardless of some of the stuff they do, because we know that the ultimate end goal of this film is to show that nobody has it easy. Money doesn't solve all your problems. Like, you know, it's that. So I was a bit worried though, because for a lot of it, I'm like, it is showing that money makes things easier.
great,
And look,
yeah.
yes, obviously money makes things easier. We all know that.
Totally.
But you know, it does play it well to show that it's one of those things where you go, yeah, you might have all the money in the world, but like you haven't fostered relationships, and really that's what that's what pushes you forward.
Totally. Yeah. Which is where Gabriel comes in and becomes this friend to Seth Rogen, who's now living as like the DoorDash driver and stuff like that. It's the chemistry between the three of them is so, especially Rogen and Reeves, and I think it's cool that Aziz Ansari, who easily could have made his character like the central character of the film, kind of turns the movie into this like romance rom-com between Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen's character, and like the last third of the film.
Who have both kind of had this existence that they knew taken
pulled
away from them. Because now Seth Rogen is like, I'm aware that I was a millionaire and now I'm not. And Keanu Reeves is like, yeah, I'm an
guardian angel.
So like
now I'm a chain smoker.
Well, I was about to say that line at the tip screening went off when he was like,
"This is so funny.
Like, I was a celestial being and now I'm a chain smoker." That everybody just
fucking brilliant.
Keanu Reeves says it. He's so earnest, like he's just like, and you know how he's smoking and he's like, "This is all I have." Okay, like he's so, and then just him loving chicken nuggies.
The chicken nuggies so is like happy. Between chicken nuggies and tacos. Like this movie made me so fucking.
And
hungry.
Also the regarding tacos, the final shot.
Oh
made my heart kind of like go. Oh, like
it's so sweet. Yeah,
it's so sweet.
This is such a feel-good movie.
Yeah,
and I think, like you said, because it's not nasty, and it could have been. Yeah, like, just like I got little goosebumps just thinking about it. Like I walked out feeling so elated.
As you said about like the Scrooge sort of thing, like talking about it, I was like, it does kind of feel like a movie you could watch at Christmas. Like it does have a Christmas sentimentality to it. Yeah, about it. I agree. I'm very, very happy that it got a theatrical push. Again, totally. I know that its opening weekend in the US was kind of a bit blur. And I think
it's had legs though. I think it's kind of stayed.
I think we're just so in this, like, basically post-COVID, we're so used to comedies just being shafted, and it sucks because like your experience last night, my experience in TIFF, like communal comedy is just one of the best things. We need to 100%. Just bring back what it is to laugh wholeheartedly in a cinema. Like looking back at it, I remember like No Hard Feelings. Like
that was really
felt
fun.
To me like one of the first big comedies that we had in the last few years, where that screening everyone was in. And so we really need to, like, I really hope studios just take note of, like, people want to laugh in a cinema together, and it really is one of the best things, because laughing on a couch just doesn't have the same effect.
Absolutely, but I think it also needs to have that feel-good element to it. And some people will call it slight, some people will call it a bit rote, but you kind of need that, even if it feels like fabricated happiness and it's there just to make you walk out of the movie going like, oh, I really like that. That's okay. That's what movies are for. This is a movie about a guardian angel coming down to Earth, and like there's nothing about this that is based in a reality.
Not every film needs to not every film needs to change the world. It doesn't need to change your life. You don't need to go, that's now one of the greatest movies of all time, or like that. Some movies are just one of those. They're just those 3 to 3.5 star ones that you just go, this did what it needed to do. It made me laugh.
I'll pick this up on Blu-ray when it comes out. It'll sit on my shelf for 2 years, and I'll go, oh, I did really like Good Fortune.
Yes.
I'm going to watch that.
I'm going to watch that. Yeah.
And you know what? Do you know how many fucking 2000s comedies I do that with?
Yeah.
And I don't think about for 5 years, and I put it on. I'm like, this is great. This is
really funny.
And we haven't had, comedies have felt mean-spirited lately, and that is just the general era of comedy. Especially because we're getting, and we'll talk about it with the next film, we're getting a lot of comedies that aren't marketed as comedies. They're very funny, but they're dry. They have a really mean sense of humor.
It's satirical,
that's not bad.
No,
I
it's
like
just
satire. I like that sort of shit.
We kind of want to offset that with comedies that give you on the box, it's like, this is what it is, and you just go, I'm not surprised. Like,
this poster is cheeky. The
Yeah.
poster is, and
Yeah.
you know exactly what you're getting in there. It's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's super funny. I think the chemistry is great. I think Kiki Palmer brings so much energy to every film she's in.
I mean, yeah, and
brilliant.
it's kind of funny because, like, you know, we know that, you know, and we've both had the pleasure of speaking to her, and we both know that in her films she's just got this sort of like extra,
she's got like
energy. But it's kind of funny that in, like, I mean, I know that she had sort of outlandish set pieces in One of Them Days, but she was kind of, I guess, more of the straight woman to SZA. And here, she's kind of the straight woman to it all, even though we know she's absolutely capable of
she's
being
showing
more.
range.
But regardless of her playing the straight woman, she does have that energy. Like, she just walks. She's one of those people that you just go, I feel good when you're on screen because
100%.
you've just got this. There's like this confidence in her where she's just like, you're gonna have a good time with this movie, even if she's not the one giving the big sort of laugh. You know, yeah.
I think this is I think you said it perfectly. Like, we need more movies like this, and people need to see them in cinemas. This is not going to change your world.
No,
this is not a 5-star movie. I think we both gave it 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
Because it did what it needed to do. It took some of the easy narrative routes it was supposed to do.
Yeah,
predictable at times, but it's exactly what I wanted. Sometimes you just kind of want a cheeseburger meal.
This is exactly. This is perfect. Like, hey, it's like, get a bunch of mates together and go see it on a Friday night. Go on a date and see this movie. Like,
there is nothing offensive about this film.
Yes.
And Stephanie Sue as well. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
When she's talking about when to sit on fucking Keanu Reeves' face. So funny. And it's got that comedy. Because it was rated M here, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's gonna be. No, it goes there sometimes. It's pretty fucking crude. Like, but overall, I remember I just walked out and I was just feeling good. I was elated. Keanu brings such a smile to his comedic prowess is unlocked to its full potential.
And I think it's funny because you know, we've obviously had him the last few years where he's pretty much been tied to the John Wick franchise.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you go, we've got to remember, and maybe there are audiences that only know him as John Wick, and I feel bad for you because Keanu Reeves is an incredible comedic performer. Like, I know that I'm pretty sure, during like the last Bill and Ted Save the Music was
so fucking good. I watched that movie multiple times since it came out. And I was just like, that movie is perfect. I love that film. So
but this is also like, it's a new side of Keanu's comedic ability because he's not leaning into that kind of like dopey, like, oh, sort of thing. He's very aware of, like, as an angel, he's kind of like, I want to do more. And then when he's as a human, he's like, I think it's him finding the joy in the smallest things. And I think that's ultimately kind of what the film's message is like,
100% agree.
Like, a taco is just a taco, but fuck, how good a taco?
Yeah. Right? You know what really is a great companion piece to this movie is The Life of Chuck.
Yes,
I actually think these two are kind of like within that same sort of universe.
This is like the more like accessible mainstream,
the lighter take on it as well.
But the message of very much being like, appreciate your life and life affirming.
Everything's extraordinary, no matter how. It's really great. And I will watch this again. Like I said, I will buy this when it comes.
100%.
And I will sit there and like, for a rainy day where I need to be lifted up, good fortune will be going on. So definitely check that out.
Yes,
in the cinemas. Support it in the cinemas because we would love to see it next week
hopefully in the top 5,
of the Australian box office.
What a segue!
He does it again. I said to him before, I was like, "Oh, I think I'm coming down sick. I'm not feeling well," but that doesn't mean the segues go away. I'm working overtime on segues.
Talk about good fortune. That was awful.
You know, it didn't make a good fortune this week.
Oh, actually, that's better.
That's not too bad. So I think it's worth pointing out. I think Oh no, that was last week after the hunt at number 10. So this week was pretty standard actually. Like everything we thought would make the top five made the top fives. Coming in at number 5, supplied as always by Numero Box Office, $450,000, one battle after another. So still making almost $500,000 in its fourth week, which pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere opened at $980,000. Now, I know I think it's crept up to number 3 for the weekly box office.
Oh, but the weekend, right?
This is just the weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a strong opening, but I don't even know if a lot of people knew this was coming out too.
And I also do think that this is a kind of the way that Kiss of the Spider Woman is niche. I think there is a specific audience for this.
Yeah. It's very much like a complete unknown as well.
Yeah, like going the screening that I went to, it was like, oh, old men.
Yeah.
So it's like it's got an audience. And we love to see it. We love to see it in cinemas and crack the top 5. But yeah, I do think that this is less of this isn't like a Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man kind of sort of movie. Yeah. So I think number 4 that's probably better considering what kind of movie this ultimately is, because it is quite a serious,
movie,
depressing drama. Yeah,
it is. Number 3, $1 million, Black Phone 2. So still in there, horror making some decent cash.
And coming into Halloween weekend should only do it better as well.
Does not have a lot of competition, so
it does not. The only other horror movie is I'd be shocked if it even makes the top 15. So
yeah, which is Shelby Oaks.
Shelby Oaks. I was thinking of Shell that opened this week.
Oh, Shell. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to do anything.
Okay, Shelby Oaks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised Shelby Oaks
Not surprised. Played very limited, had a very niche audience. So Black Phone 2, King of October horror. Number 2, 1.1 million, Chainsaw Man the movie, Reze Arc, anime, just doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man opened at number 1 in the US, 17 million. It is.
Yeah.
These anime movies are bad.
It beat the movie I think people were expecting to be number 1.
Yes, which for us was number 1.
Yeah.
Regretting You with 1.6 million.
Which means in Australia, Mason Thames has had 3 number 1 movies at the box office. That is
Train Your Dragon, Black Phone 2, and Regretting You.
They were saying that if he did that in the US this past weekend, he would have been the first in
since Jim Carrey in the 90s.
Jim Carrey. Yeah. That's wild.
But got beaten out by the Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Got beaten out by the 16-year-old obsessed with fondling boobs. But there's an audience out there for it. But Regretting You, number 1 movie, $1.6 million.
Yeah.
As we said last week, we both missed the media screening for this.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get a chance to see it until after we recorded last week's episode, but we have both seen it since. So Regretting You,
yes,
directed by Josh Boone, who did The Fault in Our Stars, based on a Colleen Hoover novel. Colleen Hoover did It Ends With Us last year. Mason Thames, McKenna Grace, Alison Williams, Dave Franco, Scott Eastwood, Willa Fitzgerald. This movie is exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
It knows its audience. It plays to all the emotional beats. There's death, there's love, there's arguments, there's rekindling, there's cuteness, there's more arguments. It's one of those ones where in the trailer, it's no spoiler, that McKenna Grace's character's mum dies in a car accident, and her auntie dies in a car accident.
Yeah. Her dad
having an affair with her dad.
With her dad, yeah. Who's having an affair with McKenna Grace's dad, not her aunt's dad.
Not her aunt's dad.
Yeah.
Who the aunt was married to Dave Franco.
Willa Fitzgerald's Dave Franco, couple.
Yes.
Alison Williams, Scott Eastwood, couple. Willa Fitzgerald, Alison Williams, sisters. Alison Williams, Scott Eastwood have had McKenna Grace.
McKenna Grace, yep.
McKenna Grace has a great relationship with Scott Eastwood, has a so-so relationship with Alison Williams, loves Aunt Willa Fitzgerald. Dave Franco has harbored feelings for Alison Williams.
Well, they had a thing early on in their teenage years.
So it's kind of they ended up with the wrong people. And
well, good thing their partners had an affair.
Because Willa Fitzgerald and Scott Eastwood.
Do you know what I feel like this is? I feel like this is the "It's Always Sunny" meme with fucking Charlie Day with all the. I was shocked that the titular event of the not the titular, it's called "Regretting You," but the event, the inciting incident of the film of the car accident happens 35 minutes into a 2-hour movie.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, look, we get that we need to build the
dynamics
because we get that McKenna Grace and Willa Fitzgerald do have a very sweet aunt niece relationship.
Again, the best scene of that is shown in the trailer. The phone call scene that Alison Williams is listening on.
Yeah, so I think we didn't need to have as much because it also kind of humanizes Willa Fitzgerald and Scott Eastwood more, and it's like they do such a horrible thing that it's like it maybe would have been easier if we just got one scene with them
as opposed to
and then we deal with the aftermath and them dealing with like, do I tell my daughter like she loved them so much it'll crush her, and then the daughter being like, but they didn't respect you, so it's but
it's this whole thing, but that's not even
like the main that's not even like the main thing. The main thing is McKenna Grace and Mason Thames falling in love with each other, even though
chemistry.
They do. They have
electric. They're young. They're in love in real life too, I think. So
and yeah, like it plays to every beat you expect. It's like sugar. It's like sugary sweet.
Oh, he rents out a whole cinema for them to watch his favorite movie. It's sick.
And I also was like, he is flexing his jaw so much in that movie. He just has this he's got a great jawline.
He's a good looking kid. Like
Mason Thames and McKenna Grace are like
they're a cute couple.
They're both pretty little kids.
And I tell you what, if I watched, so actually funny, this comes up with Josh Boone being the director. I watched The Fault in Our Stars when it came out.
Yeah,
I was with a girlfriend at the time, and I was watching it.
We don't speak of her.
We don't speak of her anymore. I remember watching it with her, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I get it." And I turned to her in the credits, bawling her eyes out. And I was 19 at the time; she was 18. So like, just a perfect age of just like that. Yeah. And that's exactly when I was watching this movie. I was like, that's who it's
like. Yeah, if teenagers will absolutely lap this shit up because they will be like, I'm just like McKenna Grace and I'm just like Mason Thames and I get it, blah blah blah.
Because he's cool, man. He wears all black. He's fucking cool.
He's really cool, and he's so respectful of her. Like but I will say, like, Alison Williams is having a great time.
She's really fun in this.
She runs the gamut of like full emotions.
Oh yeah.
But I was incredibly shocked that Dave Franco is awful in this movie.
Can I be honest? I'm shocked Dave Franco was in this movie.
Yeah.
Was this there together? They were like, they did together. It's like, we just need some money. And Alison's like, can you go do that?
Can you go do this like shitty young adult movie?
He is not good in this, no.
I was shocked. I was like, Dave, buddy, like, you're the better Franco. What are you doing?
He felt like he was in a soap opera, and it was wooden, like a wooden soap opera.
He really was. Like, he gets one good
crying
moment
scene
and one good line, and it's to do with his son.
Oh, he gets to drop the F-bomb. That's right. Yeah.
That scene, I was like, where's this Dave Franco been the whole time?
He was saving it all for the F-bomb.
He just feels like he feels like he's about to cry in every scene. I was like, harden the fuck up, mate. Like, I get that your girlfriend has passed away and all that sort of thing.
Do you know what's so funny though? He's the one immediately when they get to the hospital, he's the first one to go, why were they in the same car? And then it's like he's like scheming straight away to be like, maybe this is my chance to get with her. Alison Williams.
I mean,
finally.
But like, right, like I would be like, yeah, why were they in the same car? Like, it's weird. Like, I get that they're family, but it's like,
it is weird. No, this is sappy. It's super over the top. It's, if you love young love, this has like attempted elevated Nicholas Sparks all over it. Like, remember when we used to get a Nicholas Sparks movie like once, sometimes twice a year?
And the next Nicholas Sparks we're getting is a mix with fucking M. Night Shyamalan.
which I'm down for.
Jake Gyllenhaal,
sign me up. Colleen Hoover is now probably the new, because now she has reminders of him coming out.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, can I just say, I'm not usually one to like boast about numbers. I put that trailer up on the World of Screens Instagram, and that became like our highest watched video within like 3 days.
Yeah,
people love Colleen
here
Hoover
for it, and
people
like I'm here for reminders of him, possibly because it stars.
I mean, Tariq
Withers, who I'm now obsessed.
But yeah, I mean, Colleen Hoover is the it romance.
It ends with us didn't ruin her.
No.
Like,
well, she was innocent though. She was innocent with that.
She was. That movie made so much money.
400 million or something.
And now all of that stuff now is just kind of like no one's talking about it anymore.
No one gives a shit anymore. Yeah.
I think the test will be I mean, technically Blake Lively did another Simple Favor, but it was a streaming movie, so we can't really tell. I think the test will be what her next kind of box office movie is, and if people turn out for it. But I expect reminders of him to be a moderate success, because this ended up at the US box office, even though it didn't make number one. It overperformed.
Yeah, I think it's 13 million.
13 million, and they were kind of expecting it not to do as much. So people really, and like the same thing, Nicholas Sparks movies, everyone turned out for those in droves. I think the last few started to like peter off
down a little bit, yeah.
But
there was a time though when there was getting fucking Channing Tatum in them and Zac Efron in them and shit. So
that Zac Efron one was
So yeah, Colleen Hoover making waves as the new Nicholas Sparks.
But I also want to say, like, it's great seeing Willa Fitzgerald in stuff like Strange Darling, House of Dynamite.
Yeah.
With it. I was wondering what good old Scotty Eastwood was up to. He's doing these. He still looks fucking great. I'll give him that. Alison Williams, we love. And I just think, Dave Franco, you need to keep making movies with your wife. Because
I agree.
This is not.
You seem to tap into something pretty fun there.
Yeah. This is not good.
Regretting You does what it says on the tin. You're not. If you saw the trailer and you're like, I'll like that, you'll like it.
That's it. Like, if you come out of it going, oh, I hated the trailer, you'd be like, then don't see it, because it's actually kind of like, it's like insultingly saccharine. Like it really,
very saccharine.
Yeah. But number one in the box office, so everyone was here for it.
Everyone was here for it.
The tweens were out in force.
They were out in force, and that is the Australian box office for another weekend, done and dusted. It'll be back next week as per. But I'm curious to see what next week's look like, because we have, we have Good Fortune, we have Kiss of the Spider-Woman. We don't know how they'll do. Will Regretting You still be number one, or will Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, and Yorgos Lanthimos make waves with their new film Bugonia?
I am a high-profile female corporate exec. What you're asking me to do is not quite clear to me.
I know what you are. You should just say it.
What do you really want me to say? I'm an alien.
Just say it convincingly.
I am an alien.
This is the best you could do. You didn't even say it in your own language.
You know I'm not an alien.
Lies.
Truth. What's the difference?
Two conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnapped the high-powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth. This is an absurdist black comedy film. That's a surprise. There we go. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. It is an English language remake of the 2003 South Korean film Save the Green Planet. Yeah. And the film stars Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Aidan Delbus, Stavros Halkias, and Alicia Silverstone. Wow, Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone.
So, we talked with After the Hunt about the fact that Luca Guadagnino has done like 3 or 4 films in 3 years. And perhaps quality is more important than quantity, but he wants to churn them out. Yorgos Lanthimos has done the same. 3 films in 3 years with Poor Things, Kinds of Kindness, and now Bugonia. I did not like Kinds of Kindness.
No, you did not.
Did you? I can't remember.
There's one of the things. I liked it. but like I understand not liking it. I liked it in the sense of like it's one of the things I'll probably never watch that again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I enjoyed it,
Sure.
but I think I just liked it that it was kind of gave me something different. It went back to Yorgo's kind of absolutely
just dark.
Just dark. So yeah, like it's a weird film because I'm like, yeah, it's like I gave it a good review because I think it was so like what he did was amazing, but like yeah, it wouldn't be a film that I would ever watch again because it is quite there was a lot going on in that movie.
And coming off of Poor Things, which we
I think
both
that's it too. Like maybe if Kinds of Kindness was pre like favorite, maybe because I feel like
okay,
you know, like the Lobster.
You're leading into where my mindset was going.
Yeah, like the Lobster was kind of leading into a bit more mainstream mainly because he got like Colin Farrell and Rachel Weisz, really.
Yeah.
Then Killing of a Sacred Deer is again like if that didn't have Colin Farrell, Nicole Kidman, and Barry Keoghan, would people have seen that movie? That movie is incredible.
Yeah.
But it's still leaning into how
it's dry, it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you get The Favorite,
which is arguably his most mainstream film.
Yeah, and like incredible dark comedy.
Actually watched it recently because our housemate Braden had not seen it.
Right. I do want to. I haven't seen it since the cinemas. I really want to rewatch it.
Brilliant. It is so funny. So I love that.
But I think that and then Poor Things.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that they are made like they're so accessible because they're bonkers movies.
Yes.
But I think going on that trajectory, Kinds of Kindness just seems so like
detached from those.
What the fuck? And then Bugonia, and like I would argue that Bugonia is almost the most accessible.
Yeah, it's
really
it's funny you say this because I agree. I think Bugonia on a thematic and narrative level, super straightforward.
Yeah,
it's not trying to say this like. It's not like Poor Things where it's trying to tell this story of female expression, liberation, and sexuality in this super heightened way. There are heightened elements to Bugonia, but it's far much more like The Lobster and Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, tonally, it's very dry. It's super dark. It's very funny. It gets pretty sad towards the end.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Very sad towards the end. But it still feels even more detached from The Favorite and Poor Things. I would argue it's more like Kinds of Kindness, which I didn't like, but I love The Lobster and I love Killing of a Sacred Deer. So it's like trying to convince people like this isn't like the old Yorgos, but it's like the evolution Yorgos that we kind of saw as well.
Yeah.
Outside of all of that, this movie fucking rocks.
It's so funny how like really like 2/3 of this movie is pretty
contained.
Like it's a movie of maybe 2 or 3 sets, really.
Yeah. Well, realistically, for the first, apart from the opening sort of 10 minutes, which is setting up Emma Stone's CEO character, it takes place in a basement and the house of the basement, basically.
Yeah. And then
the act then goes kind of back to the workplace. Yeah.
And you know, it's like it's really a two between Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone.
Yep.
You do get a few other characters sort of peppered throughout. But it's funny because it's like it's weird. He's not being subtle, but he is being subtle at the same time because he is very much saying like humankind, we're fucked. Like, and I love that. Like, it's so weird. This is like Universal Pictures. This is getting like a big release.
Focus features wide release.
So it's essentially a Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
But I love that it's a Greek director.
Yep.
Basically being like Hollywood. It's like Hollywood feels so self-important. So I'm going to give you a movie to show you that humankind don't mean fucking shit. Like
it's so good. It's so dark.
Like the climax of this film just makes you go, huh, okay.
There is
Like,
a no spoilers, but there is a montage that lasts probably about 3 or 4 minutes.
Couple minutes, yeah.
That I thought was like, oh, that is the cherry on top of this film. It was, and the silence that the audience sat in.
I have to give it up to our audience. Because we were both a bit worried about, but going like, it's not a film for I don't. It's not a general audience film. Like you can go, oh, Emma Stone. I'm like, we're past the point of Emma Stone being like.
Dude, Emma's done 4 movies with August. She's
like Emma Stone is. Phase. I think Emma Stone is absolutely one of the greatest actresses of her generation. Like she is incredible, but she's no longer like, oh, it'll be mainstream because Emma Stone's in. I'm like, no. Like, yes, she probably still has mainstream movies in her career to go. But yeah, I think after doing, especially after Kinds of Kindness, I think we can all agree that Emma Stone likes to do some fucking weird
poor things as well.
Poor things. Yeah. But I love that Yorgo was like, I'm gonna say some things, I'm gonna do some things. Like the title alone is a Greek word stemming from the idea that bees it's like they regenerate from the carcass of dead animals.
Interesting.
So I was like, the title being that Greek word, which when it's kind of translated is Bugonia, which is separate from the flower.
Right. And then the whole gambit of the film being that these two conspiracy theorist cousins believe this woman is an alien.
Yeah.
And he's got mothership that's going to
and he's got his own. He's a beekeeper.
Yes.
So there's that, and then there's a whole thing of like the drone bees disconnecting themselves from the queen bee, which is the same sort of thing as queen bee as a CEO who she gives this. I love that she's very like, no, I want to support my team and like. You know, if you want to leave at 5 p.m., by all means, I'm all for it. But like, if you've got work to do, like you should. Like, I loved how she presents herself as something, but she's very much like, none of you are leaving this off. Like, it's
the passive aggressive-ness of her CEO.
Yeah, she is phenomenal in this film. We shouldn't be surprised, but she's
4 for 4 with Yorgos films. Like, as much as even though I didn't like Kinds of Kindness.
Oh, her performance
in Jesse Plemons is fantastic. Jesse Plemons is brilliant.
He's brilliant in this.
Maybe his best work.
I think so. Yeah. And I don't know. I can't think of the name of the actor.
Aidan Delbus.
He is autistic.
He's autistic, yeah.
And his character
he plays a character with autism in the film.
His character is heartbreaking.
So he is the heart of the film, though.
He is
the most human part of the movie,
and he believes like Jesse Plemons' character just has all of these ideas of like we have to shave her head because that's how she communicates with her ship, and we have to be chemically castrated because that way they can't perform sexual favors on us, and it's so extreme, and he just goes along with it because you know that he's got no one else in his life.
He has a line of dialogue. It's not a spoiler, and it happens about halfway through the film, but they've kidnapped her, and Jesse Plemons and Aidan Delbus are sitting outside just at night time.
Yeah,
and Jesse Plemons is talking about, they're going to get her to take them to the mothership, and they're going to negotiate Earth's freedom and stuff. And he's like, yeah, we're going to go up there, and that way we can come back to Earth, and we can tell them all about it. And Aidan Delbus' character goes like, oh, like we have to come back.
Mm.
And it says so much about his, like, what his character has gone through on Earth.
Yeah.
Probably been fucking bullied for being autistic in this small town, which you kind of get through the Stavros Halkias character of the
comics, which opens up its own.
That whole reveal is fucking brilliant. Like,
and that's the thing, the reveals in this are so gradual and subtle. Like it's through a line of dialogue or like a look or just, and the absolute like tragedy of of that character culminates in arguably probably the most shocking moment of the film. And I guess as you were saying, the small town, like the other thing that I really loved about it was like, Emma Stone's character works in this sort of big corporate sleek building. She
This
has
pharmaceutical
she
company.
has this like beautiful like minimalist mansion, and yet every street and house around her is just this like dilapidated strip malls and really dungy houses, and you're like, it's such a telling thing of like she sees herself as being bigger and better
superior
than everybody. And then I guess it's one of those things where you go, this film either goes where you expect it to, or it doesn't go where you expect it to. And that's the great thing. I was never sure.
No, this movie had me guessing. And until it ended, I was like, okay, great.
And there was probably one scene where it was like, oh, this is okay. This is what's happened. Okay. And it just, like, I really don't think, I think like it's one of those things, people might go, this is where it's going to go, but you will completely re-question everything as you watch the film. But this is absolutely like, God, I want to have conversations with people about this movie. It's one of those movies.
Absolutely. And I think it is almost an entry point into Yorgos's filmography. If you haven't seen many of Yorgos's films, I would probably like this, The Favorite, and Poor Things, like definitely jump in on. But if you want something tonally similar, I definitely would say go Killing of a Sacred Deer as well, because it's that same sort of darkness, that same sort of funniness. This was written by Will Tracy, who wrote The Menu,
which also kind of tells you the tone, like the satirical tone, the like, I guess the kind of eat the rich sort of.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, there's definitely like an aspect of classism in this film, for sure. Especially when you sort of break down like the education of the two. Like if you're pitting Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons' characters against each other, and you have a look at sort of like their backgrounds and their beliefs and sort of how that has built the foundations of who they are. Like it's very, I think that's what this script does perfectly. Is it does it subtly, it does it nuanced. It's not telling you, he's not sitting there going like, well, I went to high school and dropped out and started working in a factory, blah, blah, blah. Like you either see these things or it's a passing line of dialogue, and it works that well. It's paced really well. I think like comparatively to Poor Things, people will probably look at it and go, it's pretty plain looking for a Yorgos film. But I think that's very intentional.
That's intentional. Yeah. And I mean, because Poor Things was really like one of those, like, that was
Poor Things
Poor Things is like but that's like that's the exception sort of thing. Totally, like that movie just
he was like, here's every camera shot ever, and I want all of it in this film.
But like just it's so, like again, and so happy that we have big, bold, original. I mean, original. It's a remake, but also I don't believe like you can't really say like. It'd be very shocking if someone's like, oh yes, I've seen that South Korean movie, and like if you have, great. But it doesn't take away this movie, because like it's we're not getting these kind of stories. So it's awesome that Yorgo has whatever good faith people have in him, because he gets the big budgets, and he gets the good release dates, and he gets amazing actors, and
I think this will lead to some other cool shit. I think he said he's taking a break.
He's taking a break, which is like, but
I know.
But then everyone's like, oh my God, we get Emma Stone in like something else. I was like, yeah, okay.
Well, apparently her and Nathan Fielder are working on a film together.
I have heard this. Yeah,
I'm very happy about that.
Fuck, she really is just like,
she's picking some cool shit.
She's really done her career, like she's done the right thing. Like she got that Oscar for La La Land and was like, nah, I'm just gonna
see you later. She is brilliant. The movie's brilliant. Bugonia is a big recommend. Myself and Pete, and that brings us to the end of another episode.
It's a big recommend week.
It's a big recommend week, I think, across the board. Which is great. It's what we want. More people in the cinemas watching cool shit. So that is another episode. Thank you all for listening. So we got 2 episodes coming out next week. Some really fun ones. On the normal edition of the show, late next week, Pete and I will be talking about Die My Love, Lawrence and Pattinson, and Predator Badlands, which has just had a few reactions come out. They're pretty fucking good.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
I will be rewatching Prey this weekend.
Yeah.
I actually have, funnily enough, the Blu-ray copy there ready to
Yeah,
go.
I have the 4K is sitting.
Oh, did you get it on 4K? No.
You know what? You did it. I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, do it.
Hey, there
we
go.
Do it, I dare you. Ooh. I saw a glimpse.
There we go.
How good is that?
Oh, slipcase.
So good. It's gonna look so good in 4K. Which has now made me really excited to watch Predator Badlands as well. That'll be the normal movie edition. Then Pete and I will be back and we will have Ashley Pradella, the awards editor at World of Screens, joining us for a special episode. There's been a couple of viral movies this year that we haven't had a chance to talk about on the show. So we're going to do a viral movie episode. We've watched a couple of these films, a couple of K-pop Demon Hunters, maybe an Ice Cube's War of the Worlds in there. And we're going to talk about maybe why these movies went viral and sort of what makes a viral movie in the 21st century, specifically the 2020s. So we'll do a little fun episode on that. So both of those coming to your screens and to your earphones next week. But if you want to find out more about us then, if you want to stalk us a little bit on the webs, where can they find you, Pete? Where can they stalk us on the webs?
Stalk me all you want on Instagram and X at ratedpdg, the aureview.com for all of the reviews.
When he says all, he means
I mean all. I did two today already, so that was fun. Might have some great things coming up. We shall see. But yes, all of the things on the aureview.com and all Rotten Tomatoes, GRAY. If you need to know why a tomato or a not tomato is next to the movies. But that's where you can find me. And if you want to not find me, but you want to find this gentleman, Nick, where can they find you?
Go to Instagram, X, Letterboxd at NicksFlixFix, but most importantly, go to World of Screens on Instagram, Twitter, or worldofscreens.com. TV reviews, film reviews, award expert articles, so much more. Heaps going on over at World of Screens. Thank you all for listening, as always, and we will see you next time on the World of Screens podcast.
Bye.